We do want to show you some of the damage that was left here in Indianapolis after the storm came through.
Our Ella Rhoades is on that story today. She's live at 10th and Sherman for us, where conditions, you called us earlier this afternoon. You said, guys, it's bad out here.
It is bad out here. The water has receded a little bit at this intersection. Take a better look. This one car, though, has been stuck here. This is about the third or fourth car I've seen trapped in the standing water here. Like I said, the water has receded. But if you actually look at the middle of this bridge, you could see the black and yellow median. The water was up to there, so about waist high. As the water has receded, the rain has stopped. It's still standing there. IFD fire trucks were also here earlier as well, trying to help cars get through this. Some cars still try to drive through it. Others hesitate. They turn around. Obviously, you can see this black sedan right here has been trying to push on it through it. Just one of the many examples of what we've been seeing today. Like I said, this is the third or fourth car that has been stuck here at 10th and Sherman. And I actually did a story on this intersection just a few weeks ago about residents' concerns with the flooding at this intersection, saying it gets very extensive and it happens nearly every time it rains here. Now, when I spoke with Citizens Energy Group, they told me the drainage system for that infrastructure that's under this road was actually built 100 years ago. And that's why the drainage system can't support all of this water that it once did 100 years ago, because obviously times have changed. So far at this intersection, like I said, we've seen 3 or 4 cars stuck here, and that's just really scratching the surface. Obviously, we know there's several intersections like this across the city, but as we can say, for now, the water is receding here at 10th and Sherman. And Dustin?
Ella, I want your photographer to go back and show us that line behind that car that is stuck, and you can see there are cars just lined up behind that are lined up to, now that one's turning around. That's good. Let's hope that that's what the rest of them do. Yeah.
Yep, and actually, I want you to come pan a little bit over here to the left. 2 gentlemen are pushing this car here through the intersection because their car stopped moving. Oh, his shoes are off as well. But they're now literally pushing this car through because obviously it stalled out in that water. We've seen school buses also try to go through the intersection. This is the second car I've seen people have to get out and push out of this intersection. So we know this is a trouble spot and people are still trying to drive through it and get through it. But the most important thing is if you see standing water like that, turn around. It's not worth it.
Yeah, and it can be deceiving. A lot of drivers may think, oh, I can get through that, no problem.
Yeah.
And then they get in there and their car stalls out. We see it all the time.
Right. Well, they can turn around when they can see a car was stuck.
But now that those trucks that are high up.
Right, exactly. And just like you were saying, Ella, the school bus too, they might think that they're higher up too. So now, yeah, that car's turning left. It just would be interesting.
And now that's one school bus that's coming through here now. Yeah. And so we saw another school bus earlier go through here. So they have a little bit of height on them. I mean, it's slowly trying to get through there, and this white Honda is also going to try to follow them through. Let's see what happens with this Honda. It might still have a good chance. And then another truck is also following. But you can just see how deep that water is, and it really creates waves. I will say the water earlier, when the rain was really coming down, the water was so far, it came out and reached the sidewalk here, and there was almost like a current of waves, just how much water builds up here so quickly.
Yeah.
Frightening. Okay, Ella, thank you very much. We'll check back with you coming up at 5 o'clock.